true.
Norepinephrine.
And our family's doing it. My wife did it. My daughter comes over and does it. Son's real athletic. He's got 2 scoped knees, and so he thought he tweaked his knee playing pickleball the other day, and he did it and said no more pain. So, I mean, you as an athlete, I mean, and still probably training pretty hard, do you find like when your body's getting a little worn or your joints are a little sore, does the cold plunge help you too?
I do it every day, so I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I still have joint pain.
Okay.
I still have like some stuff, but that's just
That's what it
comes with
is.
the territory.
Okay.
Yeah, it is what it is. You just get accustomed to being in some sort of pain most of the time.
Right. Okay.
You know, especially jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu training, like you're always hurt. There's always something going on.
What do you still carry to this day that you got hurt doing back in the day?
Oh, I've had a bunch of surgeries. I've
Okay.
had my knees reconstructed, both my knees reconstructed.
Okay.
It's a lot of it is joint stuff and back stuff. Like
Okay.
everybody that I know that does jiu-jitsu has some sort of a back issue or a neck issue.
So does weed or hallucinogens, does that help any with? Is it more for your mind stimulation or relaxation, or does it help with any of your
I think it's
injuries?
for everything. I think, I don't know if it helps with injuries. It definitely reduces inflammation, but
Okay.
there's a good argument that maybe inflammation is good for some injuries.
Oh, really?
Because it's how the body's healing from it.
Okay.
Like there's
Unless it's your arteries.
What's that?
Unless you've got inflammation in your arteries.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
But inflammation from injuries.
Got it.
So there's like 2 schools of thought. And one school of thought is you should ice things immediately and
Okay.
calm down the inflammation. And the other school of thought is really what you need is heat and motion. And you need to kind of like let the body do its normal process. And there's a reason why it's inflamed following an injury. It's sending a lot of blood to that area. It's trying to
Okay.
fix it. I don't know. I'm not smart enough. I've heard from very smart people both things you should do. I've heard you should ice things, and I've heard you should never ice things. I don't know what to say about that, but I do know that it does inhibit your growth and gains if you do it post-lifting.
Okay.
So like if you lift weights and then you jump into the cold right afterwards, the reduction of inflammation actually equals less growth. So you get less what they call hypertrophy.
Did you talking about some guy that was doing cold plunges before his morning workout?
That's what
and
I
that was
do.
boosting testosterone?
Yes, we read about that.
Okay.
There was a guy that he had some sort of a test that showed that he might have cancer.
Okay.
And they wanted to put him on certain medications, and he said, I want to try doing a ketogenic diet and doing the cold plunge every day. And so this guy shifted his diet and went to doing a cold plunge every day before his workouts, and his testosterone rocketed.
Wow.
All of his problems went away. And
Wow.
he started feeling way healthier.
Right.
But I think sometimes people need like a little bit of a wake-up call just to kind of straighten up your diet.
Yeah.
And maybe it doesn't need to be keto, but maybe the benefit wasn't really from him doing keto, which may have been a benefit, but it also might have been when you're doing keto, you're not eating any bullshit. Like you can't eat potato chips, you can't like drink soda.
Yeah.
Like you only get a certain amount of carbs per day.
Right.
So you're trying to get your body into this state where it's just burning fat, and just by doing that, you're eliminating bullshit. And that's probably what's fucking with people more than anything. It's just bad food.
Do you cook your own food, or you have somebody?
Yeah, I cook
okay.
my own food.
Okay.
Yeah, I cook a lot.
What oh, gummy bear moment.
Gummy bears are your friends, but sometimes they fuck you. They leave you searching for your thoughts. Yeah. No, I love cooking. I really do. I love cooking meat, especially like game meat, like wild game.
Yeah, I see your Instagram with some of that elk stuff. Looks like, man, I'll be right over.
I love it. I love cooking ribeyes too.
Right.
Because I like to eat. I eat mostly meat, so I try to eat a lot of fat because I'm not getting much else.
Do you like when you go to go on the road for a fight or doing stand up, you bring like a cooler, you bring your stuff, some of your stuff
go
with
to
you?
restaurants.
Okay.
No, I
Okay.
haven't got time for
Do
fucking
you
coolers.
do much with intermittent fasting?
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Okay.
Yeah. Generally, I do at least 14 hours.
Okay.
So I generally like to work out in the morning fasted.
Okay.
Okay. But it depends. Like sometimes, like if I have a show late at night, like last night, my show was pretty late,
Right.
and I was home until like 2:30 in the morning.
Okay.
So then I had some food at night because I was
Yeah.
just exhausted and tired.
Sure.
So then I ate, and then I went to sleep, and I woke up later.
Right.
So when I woke up, I just ate and then got my shit done because I'm like, listen, the fasting's out the window.
Right.
I got tanked last night. Let's just like get something in and get the sweat going and let's get rocking and then
kind of get your body back.
But I
on
do the
track.
cold plunge before anything.
Okay.
Before any of my
I'm gonna
workouts.
I'm gonna try that out.
I'm so accustomed to it now. It still sucks. Like I still hate it. I still think about
But
checking
it's
out.
necessary.
Well, it is really good for you, and I feel so great when I get out of it. And more importantly, it's made my body much more resilient to cold. Like I warm up really quickly.
Yeah.
Like once I'm out, like I do the 3 minutes, and I remember the first time I did it, I was fucking cold for so long. It's like, oh, you fucker. Oh, you fucking bitch. You dummy. What is wrong with you? Why are you doing this? Now I get out and I'm like, woof. Like my body's completely adapted to it. So I can start working out right away.
How cold? What temperature do you find it?
34.
Oh, you go that low?
Yeah, I do 34 for 3 minutes every morning.
Wow. Do you have a chiller? Do you have ice or both?
I have a Morosco cold plunge at home at Morosco Forge. And here we have one called a Blue Cube.
Okay.
And they're both very, very good.
I want to see that. I bought one from Renew.
I'll show you the Blue Cube.
Okay.
It's out here. The Blue Cube we have at the studio. And the Blue Cube, they're upgrading to this fucking insane one they have now that's like a river.
Okay.
So you don't get a thermal layer over your body. So when you sit
the
in the
water's
cold
constantly
plunge,
circulating.
Exactly. So it just
like you're sitting in a river,
sucking.
Okay.
It never stops sucking.
Oh, that's gonna super chill your ass.
Yeah, because when you get in the Morosco, it's amazing. And look, it ain't easy. 3 minutes is a grind.
At that temperature? Oh my gosh.
But after a minute and a half or so, it gets more relaxed.
Okay.
And that's because you develop a thermal layer. Because when you get out, you know how your body gets like super red?
Yeah.
Right? That's what that is.
Okay.
That's your body is forcing blood to try to warm up your skin that's in contact with this cold. It's trying to prevent you from hypothermia.
It's giving you some insulation.
Yeah.